Well, hello, my beautiful Leo. Welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with a little bonus reading all about you. I've already cleansed your space and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares, and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings and I will never reach out to you personally to offer one. Also, I will never ask you for money, e-gifts, or donations. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Leo, this is a little bonus reading all about you. Us tarot readers, we tend to focus on money, career, love readings, but we never really ask, how are you doing? So this reading will really address that at this time. Anything that's been on your mind or you're going through, or perhaps you are moving through at this period in your life and you're feeling a little bit uncertain, we'll just see what is coming towards you and really tap into what it is that is going on deep down, okay? Now, I also want you to be aware that, of course, I'm shuffling the cards, so I have no control over the cards that pop out for you. So please take it as it resonates, and if it doesn't fit, don't try to make it. Sometimes a reading, it may feel like it's not fitting in this moment as well, and it may start to become your reality later on as well. So keep an open mind, and of course, please take what resonates, and I'm just going to get your final cards. I'm only using one deck for this particular reading because I really like the simplicity of getting straight to the heart of the matter, and it gives a really concise idea of what is going on with you. And of course, I'll finish it off there with a final card from a different deck. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Leo? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to be aware of at this time? Okay, well, first off, I can see you have a lot on your mind. You have the Page of Swords there. I feel like you are in a period where you're exploring your options in life. The Two of Pentacles, it tells me that things are fluctuating for you right now. You may feel that there's so much change happening about you. There's certainly something within you that's changed, and you're trying to adapt to either some lifestyle changes or a new way of living your life in some way. I feel like you are honoring your truth at this time as well. I feel, you know, you're trying to reconnect to a part of yourself that you may feel like you've lost touch with. And some of you, you may see that your friendships have changed or evolved in a way where you feel there's been a bit of chaos, or perhaps you feel that these relationships have changed in a way where you'd like to return to the way that they were, but again, something has changed within you or the dynamic within that friendship that you're maturing away from it, you're evolving away from it. And I feel right now it's this energy of winds of change, and you're putting your own needs first, not in a selfish way, but I feel like you are reigniting your lust for life. Because some of you, and I'm going to go through each card individually, some of you may have felt that you've almost been living life on a little bit of an autopilot, almost like you've been observing yourself somehow outside of yourself. I know that sounds really weird, but you may feel that you've gone through some major changes right now that you're not sure how things are going to pan out. And you may be feeling a little bit uncertain, but I feel this energy of change, of shift, that you're going to move towards brighter times, and I see celebration in your future, but right now you're feeling a little bit uncertain. You may also be feeling that life is pretty inconsistent right now. One moment you kind of know where you're at, the next moment life sends you a bit of a curveball, and you're like, what has changed so drastically? Is it the time frame that we're living in? Is it the last couple of years that we've all been experiencing? Is it people? Is it you? I feel it's like a combination of all of those factors, but also I feel right now that when we start to evolve and spiritually grow, there is one thing that is certain, and that is change. And I feel across the board, this is lifestyle changes for you. This is about you trying to find balance in your life, harmony, eradicate drama. But also I feel you may have been looking at your sense of patience, how you are not forcing things in your life anymore. You're stepping back and allowing things to come towards you, not in an egotistical way. Again, I feel this sense of like trying to relax, even though the pressure is on and there has been some highly pressurized situations that perhaps you've been under. And I feel that, change for you is going to benefit you long term. And some of you are actually thinking about next steps in your life and where you feel like you truly belong, and you're trying to action that. You're trying to be on that path, that authentic path where you speak your truth and really kind of open yourself up to integrating yourself with new soul tribe members, meeting new people who vibe at a frequency that you're vibing at right now, that really understand you or understand the path that you're on because you have changed. Now that's the broad kind of energy that I've got. Let's dip into each card individually. We've got the Two of Pentacles there. So this can indicate that you're trying to be flexible in life. And I feel right now you have a lot of options available to you, or you're looking at your options because you're trying to make a major decision. So you're investigating the best possible routes for you in life. Now, this is not whether you are in a career or in love or retired. This is about you making decisions for you right now. And the Two of Pentacles indicates that you're trying to create a level of consistency in your life because there's so much change everywhere around you right now. You're trying to find that linchpin, that grounding point. For some of you, it's, your mind. So you may be trying to find moments of quiet, stillness, meditation, or trying to find a group of people where you feel like you resonate so you can create that sense of harmony, or you can find a way to better understand yourself. Because I feel right now you're in a period of exploring who you are and seeing what you're capable of under difficult circumstances or changing environments right now, because it feels like everything has changed for you there. Two of Pentacles also indicates that you're trying to find the balance between, investing in yourself and having fun, but also doing life, your responsibilities, your tasks. And I feel like you're just trying to be in the rhythm of life, but because over the last couple of years, the rhythm has been a little bit off, it feels like humanity has been skipping a beat almost, and it feels like we're out of sync with something, or it feels like something's not right. You may even feel like there's undercurrents of change, and intuitively you can feel something bigger, larger is changing, and you're trying to see how you fit into that right now. So very deep energy coming through there. Two of Pentacles indicates you're really busy as well, juggling life, juggling everything that comes at you, and it's hard, okay? So I really feel here that you're someone who's super independent, and, you're actually achieving a lot right now, even though you feel like you're not. But with that Page of Swords and the Three of Cups there, I feel sometimes a problem shared is a problem halved. So I feel at this time you're encouraged to find a person or a group of people. I feel like you have some really strong friendships, but I feel as you mature, they are getting smaller, your circle of friendships, because you're more discerning about the people that you can trust, or the people that you know that'll be there for you when the chips are down, okay? Because you tend to invest all of your time and your love into friendships, and now you're just kind of looking at who is there for you, and not that you're going to distance yourself from people who are not there for you, because I feel like you have an innate understanding that everyone is really going through it right now, and people have their own lives, and they're trying to prioritize right now, and so are you. But with that King of Wands energy, I feel that you're trying to prioritize your energy right now. You are trying to change your life in some way, take the initiative, take charge of your life, even though there are so many shifting factors going on. And I feel actually it's that lust for life that you're trying to reconnect with, because there's this sense here with the Three of Cups in the resistance position. Some of you may feel that you haven't had the support that you have been looking for, or you haven't got the support that you offer for other people. And I feel like you are just stepping back to see who steps forward at this time in your life. And with the King of Wands, I mean, this is your protagonist energy. You're a very passionate person. So I feel this level of, now don't shoot the messenger when I say this, there's like an undercurrent, okay, where what I'm seeing here, you've got the Page of Swords. If you can see it from my point of view, and I'll try and show it to you like this, the Page of Swords is like the observer. And we've got the King of Wands there. So it's almost like you're observing your life from a different viewpoint. Or it feels like something in your life right now is kind of almost trying to reconnect to that part of yourself that is normally very passionate, but you may feel a little bit numb, or you may feel like life has been on autopilot, that you've just been the observer of your life and you want to get back to doing all the wonderful things that you do. I mean, don't get me wrong, with the Two of Pentacles, you're still doing stuff. So I feel that you're really busy with responsibilities, tasks, you know, your day-to-day running of your life. And I feel this energy of you kind of like trying to get back to that empowered state, okay? Now, you are an influencer, whether you like it or not. You tend to inspire other people, and that comes with great responsibility. So whether you're a parent, or whether you are a sibling, or whether you are, you know, someone who is single, moving through this world and making waves all by yourself, you are the person who is taking accountability and responsibility for your own life. But also, you do tend to inspire others. So I feel like for some of you, and I always say this about you, my beautiful Leo, that you come with a natural sparkle and shine and a strength like no other. But it's hard. I'm actually getting this sense here from this card of trees groaning and almost like, you know, it's like this relax or this tiredness. So it feels like you're always on the go, always trying to shine, always be there, you know, showing up for yourself in life, but it's hard. And I feel this sense of, you know, you recognizing what you're capable of in the busy, crazy world that we're in right now, but also it's like, when does it get easier? I mean, I think there are trees that naturally grown. So maybe some of you have literally gone to visit this tree that grows. I've seen stuff online of like trees kind of moving or shifting and kind of making this groaning sound. I think it's actually a natural phenomena, but maybe I've been tricked by AI or whatever it is on those reels. But I think I researched many years ago that there are trees that naturally move. I mean, trees move all the time. They're talking to each other all the time through roots, through leaves, through branches. You know, everything is connected. So I feel right now there's this sense of like, you're still kind of like connected, but at the same time, you feel this disconnect, if that makes sense. So either, because I'm being given this energy of these groaning trees, it's like growing pains or this sense of tiredness. I mean, for some of you, like if you're like me, it's like, okay, I've got a few creaks in my knees. As I start to get older, you know, I'm getting a little bit more tired, things like that. So maybe some of you are just feeling that. But no matter what age you are, I feel like you are an old soul. You have a lot of wisdom. And when you've got groaning tree energy, it tends to mean that it takes a lot to really kind of impress you. Okay, because it feels like you've been here, done that before, and you're trying to own your power in a world that is trying to make you like everybody else, and you're not here to be like everyone else. You're unique, and that is your superpower. But again, with that sense of the groaning trees, it's like it's hard, or you're so fed up with the way things are going at this moment in time. All you're trying to cling on to right now is to try and get into the rhythm of life and be flexible with the changes, because you feel that change is to come. Because we have the Death card there, we have the Page of Swords. You're being vigilant, I just heard. You're being vigilant with the time period that we're in, and you're trying to observe the changes that are set in motion, and you are trying to preempt what is to come. Now, this could be in world events. This could be in your personal life. It basically means right now you're doing a bit of a check-in and you have a lot on your mind right now, and you may not be actually talking it over with people. So it's hard to hold it in. So maybe that's what the tree energy is about. It's like, and let it out, release. I do see some of you meeting somebody who will have a profound impact on your life, and they will become a best friend, a support unit for life when you meet this person, and they're on the same page as you. They feel the same way as well. Very similar, not exactly the same. We can't all feel exactly the same, but they understand your viewpoint, where you're coming from. And I feel you're going to have a very deep conversations with this person, and it just feels like, oh, someone who gets it, someone who gets me. There's this energy coming through. Now, it doesn't have to be love. It could be friendship. I feel it's more friendship, actually. And it could be that you're joining a group of people or getting a little bit more involved in the community or doing some charity work or something that you're doing that's going to be very rewarding. Now, we do have the Three of Cups there as well. So I want you to be aware, with this card, you are in a very powerful position because you are here in this lifetime to affect change in the patch of world that you've been born to, okay? So you are an influencer. You could be a mentor. I feel like you have a lot of innate knowledge that you came to this lifetime with. Even when you were growing up, you may have been told that you're an old soul or that you're just like super knowledgeable. And it feels like there's been a lot of responsibilities on your shoulders from a very young age. But with this Three of Cups energy, I feel this is about having fun. Okay, some of you may feel that life hasn't been fun recently, and it's like things used to be easier, but I do see a brighter time ahead for you because we have that Three of Cups there, which is about celebration. It's about relief. Maybe that's what the trees are about. It's like, and release, relief. You know, I get the two energies together, release and relief. So I do feel that, you know, this is going to be a time that you move through where you're going to enjoy life a little bit more, enjoying community events, friendships, people working together for a common goal. This could be family members, for example, people being a little bit more understanding and working together. And although you may feel that this has not happened before or hasn't been happening recently, if there's been some conflict in your family units or, you know, in your friendships, I feel a time is coming where there is a togetherness. And I feel there's just this wonderful energy of people gathering. Now, of course, I cannot ignore the fact that we are in June right now, and as we move into July, we're into your birthday month. So some of you may be just really trying to organize birthday celebrations or think about traveling or doing something to celebrate you, because what I'm getting here is you do not celebrate yourself enough. Okay, I feel like you've got a lot on your plate right now, and even the smallest thing for you is a celebration of you. So whether it is to take yourself off to a little quiet corner and read a book or have a bath or, you know, kick back with a glass of wine or whatever it is that you go, oh, that's what I needed right now. I feel this is your moment to really make it a routine in your life, because I feel you've really been under it and your body is kind of crying out for a little bit of me time, a connection time. Now, also the Three of Cups being in this position, it can also indicate that some of you, there's this energy of like wanting to get out and party, and maybe some of you may feel that friendships or relationships have changed in a way where things are not what they used to be, which is fine. You know, we all grow out of that or grow into it again. But I feel right now with the Three of Cups, some of you are just looking at the changing environment of your friendships. Three Cups is always about group settings or people in your life. And I feel that things have evolved in a way where you may not feel that you're okay to share how you feel or share your viewpoint. For some of you, it may be that you're keeping some things to yourself because you think, you know what, that's a topic that I just don't want to broach because it just feels like nobody would understand, or you don't want to express yourself at this time on something because you may be working on something behind the scenes, or you're just being quiet about something, and that's basically your privacy. So I feel a lot of you are recharging your batteries, but a lot of you may be working on something or keeping something to yourself at this time because you just feel it's off limits or it's private, and that's okay. When the moment is right, you'll reveal it or talk about it. I mean, with the Page of Swords, you have something to say. You know, and some of you, you may be channeling this into a book, a screenplay. I mean, I feel you have something to say about your life because I feel you've had a very interesting life, and some of you could actually express yourself through art or through writing in some way, and I feel it's something that would connect other people, help them, you know, cathartically understand that they're not alone, but at the same time, how you dealt with something. So I feel a lot of you may be processing something, getting healing from something, getting closure from something, but you may channel it into something that's cathartic for you, but at the same time beneficial for others as well. And perhaps with that Two of Pentacles, some of you, it may be financially backed as well, because I feel, some of you may be looking at increasing your finances. I mean, looking at the overarching thing, and this is not really about finances or career or love, some of you are looking at the economic state of the world right now and just seeing things fluctuate a lot, and you're trying to just protect you and your family and your position, and it can give you like an overwhelming sense of doom sometimes, that there are changes afoot that perhaps you feel like you're not in control of, but I actually see that you're protecting your position. And I feel that you're in a really good position right now to just relax and recognize that any changes that are going on outside you right now, you have no control over those things. And there's no point in channeling any anxiety into that, because I feel like, you are protecting your position in your own private life. And I feel that you're actually secure in your circumstances. Yes, change will come and go. That's just the nature of every era, decade, century. There's always going to be change. The seasons change, we change, everything changes. But I feel right now you are in the flow of flexibility, and there's nothing to worry about, is what I see there, okay? Now, because the Three of Cups and the Temperance card are in the resistance position, I definitely see that you're trying to step away from dramatic sort of friendships or drama in general. And you may have felt there's been a lot of chaos or disruption going on in your life. There's a restructure going on, and it's always darkest before dawn. But I definitely see that there are some positive changes coming your way that is going to open the door to everything. Now, on a more personal level, some of you may be trying to cut out things that perhaps don't suit you anymore, or maybe food substances that perhaps make you feel bloated, lethargic, tired. Some of you may be going through a change in your life, and hormones are changing, or you're entering into like a new arena or a new cycle in life, and you're just trying to navigate it. For some of you, you may have had some big things happen to you, and you are just dealing with change right now. But I see on the other side of change, there are a whole world of new opportunities and doors opening up to you that are going to be better than the ones that you've just closed, is what I'm seeing. Now, the Temperance card, of course, it will go into the upright, which means there is a time for celebration. I feel you are on the right path, and sometimes we need to lose ourselves a little bit so that we can rediscover ourselves and build upon what we already know of ourselves as well. But I feel this is a time of blending, and I want you to be aware that the Temperance card, there's normally 2 cups, but on this card there are 3 cups and like a vase or a vessel there. As you can see, it's almost like a world, but there's 3 cups in this card, and you've got the 3 of Cups here. So there will be a time for celebration. There will be a time where you will share a little bit more of yourself when you feel ready to do so. And I feel there is also a more communal vibe here where you integrate yourself a little bit more. But I feel right now you've had to step back in your life in order to rediscover a part of yourself, and to celebrate yourself and realize what you're capable of under the circumstances that you've been living in. And you should be really proud of yourself, because I feel like you are achieving a lot right now, and I feel like you're making life work. It just feels like you're just trying to do stuff. And, I feel with that Page of Swords, this is a card of protection. It's a card of investigation. It's a card of new focuses, new ideas. And I feel like a lot of you are seeing below the surface of life right now, of everything anybody says to you, of everything that comes your way. I feel like you're not taking anything at face value. You're digging a little bit deeper so that you can actually understand things a lot more. Now, Page of Swords, of course, is an indication that you have an incredible mind. You are very intelligent, and also you're very gifted and talented and very passionate as well. And if you've been feeling a little bit like you've been coasting, don't get me wrong, I want you to be aware that I feel like you're doing a lot in your life. You're really busy, and by coasting, I mean it's almost like a drift, okay? It's almost like you've been putting so much effort into your life, but still somehow it feels like you're in the same position, and you're like, well, why is this? I feel the time frame is given people, humanity, a strange kind of time period where we're all meant to pause and really check in with what's truly important in our lives and who is truly important in our lives. And I feel it's that kind of awakening that you've been going through and learning how you've been coping with circumstances where it has been challenging, but also where you're looking at different areas of your life where people have underestimated you, undervalued you, where you yourself may have even undersold your talents or accepted less than you truly deserve in relationships, friendships, across the board. It's a period of review, is what I see here. And I feel like you are reviewing your life right now just to come into a sense of balance so that you can really acknowledge where you want to take the next steps in your life. Now, of course, Page of Swords indicates you have a lot to say. And if you are not saying something, if there's a conversation that needs to be said right now, a really important one, there will be a time when you have it, when you decide on your own terms, it's time to have that conversation. And I feel like that's it. You know, once you resolve this conversation, it feels like you're free of it. So something I feel has been on your mind, or you've been wanting to have a conversation with somebody, and I feel it'll change everything. But I feel you'd rather change it than have it hanging over you or keeping you stuck. So I do see that coming. Now, I also want you to be aware that this is a new perspective in your life. So it feels very much like new perspectives on old situations. So it's almost like you reviewing your life and seeing the cycles that you've been through and reviewing how you can take the best of those periods and implement it in the now. So I actually see that, you know, there is new ideas coming towards you that you will be inspired to effect in your life. So it feels like lifestyle changes for you, and I feel like you're curious because pages tend to be curious. But also there is some news here that you will celebrate that actually brings your world back into balance in some way, and it just feels like you're turning your back on a very difficult time. Now, the Death card is release. It is a card of breaking old habits or breaking the old and familiar in order to embrace the new you. So I definitely see that the harbinger of change indicates that times will get better for you. When the Death card appears in the major arcana cards, it tends to make way for temperance, which is balance, harmony, being on your true life's mission and purpose path. And I feel this is about you taking control of your destiny, but also taking control of your peace of mind, because I feel some of you may even change your mind on something, and it feels very much like you're acting on a hunch, on your intuition, and you're developing your spiritual gifts at this time. But I really feel the decision that you make, it changes everything, and there is reward and celebration attached to it as well, okay? Now, that Death card, it really means something big is changing in your life. It's a major arcana card, okay? And I feel like with the Page of Swords, you are implementing the changes. You've got ideas of how you want to change your life. And, you know, you're basically looking at what suits you right now. And I feel everything is going to come into a level of harmony where you just feel you made the right decision. You're going to be so proud of yourself. So yes, there's a period of change. I feel the conversations that you're having in your mind right now, sorting things out, they're really beneficial because it helps you see where you're at and where you're taking things to the next stage. Because I'm being given the word evaluation. So some of you are, you know, in that period of review that I was talking about. I'm just going to go get some final cards for you. I would say in the next, being given 10, so I would say in the next 10 weeks, there is some news that you will celebrate, perhaps something you've been waiting for, and you will share it with people. You will celebrate it, and people will celebrate you with this news. It's excitement, whatever it is. I'm getting an energy of excitement. I mean, there's also an invitation coming through for you, and I feel this could also open you up to something really, really positive. It's personal news is what I feel. It's something personal, and it's big, whatever it is. And I'm just going to get some final cards, as I said here. We have the Strength card, and we have the Chariot. You're moving on from something. There's change here. We've got the Hierophant as one of your final cards. And this is really about you getting to know yourself on a deeper level, looking at your belief system, having faith. But some of you are opening yourself up to new knowledge as well. It says here, look to the support of solid organization or structure principles to achieve success. Your actions should be motivated beyond selfish reasons, and I definitely see that. As I said, not in an egotistical way. You're putting your own needs first, because we cannot help others unless we have a full cup for ourselves. So I feel if you've been exhausted, this is about, recharging your batteries. And I mean, this is also an energy of you partnering up with people, situations that you feel are completely in alignment with who you are. Of course, it's important to acknowledge diversity and different opinions in our life, because that's how we get informed, or we challenge each other in our ideas. That's how we learn, and it doesn't mean that you have to agree with someone else just because they've got a different opinion than you, or argue with someone else because they have a different opinion as you. It's about having a broad perspective so that you can then make your own decision based on who you are and your belief system. So we've also got strength. Okay, this is a Leo card, of course. It says, by understanding your true value, you will make the most of a wonderful chance to improve your life. And that's what I'm seeing here for you, making the most of your situation, trying to make some adjustments and, basically make a change. And we've got the Chariot card here as well. And it says here, continue your struggle, and at the end that you seek, you will achieve. So that's you reaching your goal. Honor, acclaim, and recognition are all possible outcomes for you if you do not quit. So I don't see you quitting here. I definitely see you moving through challenging times. You're making some major changes, but it will all be so rewarding. There is benefit here. Now, that does not have to come in the form of a relationship or a bonus or a raise or anything tangible. It can be within you. It could be personal development that you're going through right now, and you're going to feel so proud of yourself that you moved through this time period and you made a difference for yourself, and it filtered out into other people's lives as well, because I feel, everybody you encounter, it affects. So whether that's your family, whether it's your friends, whether it's people that you integrate with day to day, whatever it is, maybe it's your children, I feel, you have a profound effect on other people. And, your state of mind and your physical state also has a profound effect on you and how you impact the next stage of your life as well. So I feel like, honoring self-care routines and your own needs at this time is beneficial for you long term. And some radical changes are happening. It almost feels like in the next 10 weeks, there's so much change. It feels like you'll look back and think, wow, I did not expect that to happen, but it did, and I'm so proud that I took that first step to make that change. So I'm just going to go and get a trinket or a rune before we close. We have the Moon card, okay? Well, it's a trinket. We have the Moon trinket. So the Moon, of course, is about uncertainty, but it's also about being comfortable with change. And the Moon is also about a cycle. Cycles change. Tough times, they don't last. Tough people do. And you are someone who is very, very strong. You've been through a lot. And I feel with this Moon energy, what you're not aware of right now is that not only are you tapping into your spiritual gifts and you're honing your intuition, but also I feel you're paying close attention to your hunches by the decisions you're making, but also the universe is orchestrating an opportunity behind the scenes that you cannot even see yet. And when the moment is right, it will be revealed, because the Moon energy tends to mean things below the surface, they get revealed. So I feel you're calling in something at this time, and intuitively, you're also taking steps towards it. So you're going through a lot. There's a lot on your mind, but I feel like you're making a beneficial change in some way. And I do see it's almost like you're investing in yourself so that you can change your future, and basically you're going to reap the rewards of that. So I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates in that reading for you. It's only a quick bonus reading, my beautiful Leo. So if it does resonate in some way, shape or form, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press that little notification bell. It lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too. Thank you so much, my beautiful Leo, and love and light.